close were you early in this baseball game to taking Gibby out in one of those situations?
Yeah. Transparently speaking, it was very close. I think there was one pitch away a couple of times. He fell. We all saw what happened in the beginning, but then he had a couple 3-0 counts, I think one in the second and one in the third, where he couldn't afford another base runner with the matchups coming up, and he came back and take both of those guys in those situations. You know, it's hard to explain a beginning like that. You know, Donaldson homering again, and then the walks. Close pitches, but, you know, just not quite there. And, you know, they got the big hit, and they posted the big numbers, and Donaldson followed up again with another homer. You know, of all the things he's done, you know, he's had a nice run of 5 starts that were really good. But, you know, this one, in some ways, is maybe a little more impressive. The fact that, yes, we got back in the game, but, you know, to give us 6 innings after that start, that was pretty good for us. And we found a way to win what I thought was one of the bigger games we've faced here in the last couple of weeks.
Did you see an adjustment from him mechanically, or was it between the years?
Not too much. I think, you know, just regrouping in between innings, especially after the first, and you know, guys know that you have to try to find a way to get back, put whatever number they put up on you behind you, and try to find a way to stay in the game from that point forward. The guys that have been through it usually do it. You know, one of his hiccups early when he was younger, especially, was the big inning. You know, today it bit him a little bit, but you know, maybe he knew subconsciously that the double-digit run support was going to come somewhere along the way, and you know, we just kept firing. You know, Rosie another big day, and Joe, of course, and a lot of guys contributing, and we found a way to, you know, put up 13 runs.
What's it like in the dugout when you see a young team come back the way your guys did today?
That's what makes it fun. You know, I mean, the atmosphere has been great. Fans were great all week. You know, you could feel the air sucked out of you a little bit after the start, and but, you know, Rosie got us on the board, and Buck followed up, and we put together a big inning. You know, you put up 7 when you're trailing by 5, and all of a sudden you're playing with a lead. It just changed the whole complexity of the game.
How about Joe and what he's been able to do, not just today, but this basically since August, where he's tore the cover off the ball?
You know, Joe's endured a lot here the last few years, and he's found a way this year to be out there on a regular basis, taking advantage of a break here and there to make sure he stayed strong, and he has been our most consistent, taking a good at-bat kind of guy, not to mention Gold Glove defense. Today, a couple of plays, balls in the dirt. I think he kind of shocked us all a little bit by turning on that pitch. You know, you don't see the pull homers too much, but it couldn't have come at a better time to spread it out a little bit.
He's done so well with bases loaded over his career. You obviously know what it takes to deliver at the plate in those pressure situations. What do you see in Joe when he's up there?
I think that he had it at a young age. A lot of guys maybe acquire a little better approach in those situations as their career kind of unfolds, but it always seems to me that he makes the guy make good pitches. He just, you know, he might take even a strike just to make sure that this guy's not going to succumb to the pressure on the other side of the coin. And when he makes him work and he kind of locks in on what he wants to do, he usually gets a pretty good result.